Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to take a look at a different type of knife, something a lot more sturdy. Those of you that know me personally know I'm quite into outdoors and survival training and that sort of things, but where things get really interesting is when you start having a look at, they were previously sort of work and combat weapons, but this first one is actually a cheapie which was passed on to me, but still does the job quite nicely. It's a kukri, or I don't even know how you pronounce that. So this is, I believe, a knockoff cold steel, I think, I'm not too sure, but it just feels nice and it's got some benefits to it for sort of the outdoor environment, and I want to show you what I mean by that. So let's just get this guy out. So there you have the knife, or kukri. As you can see, it's quite a substantial blade, and for chopping etc, this thing's actually pretty solid. You'll be able to chop through smallish branches with it with ease. You can do finer work by choking up closer to the blade there. Just got to watch you don't cut yourself, and you can actually do some fine scrapings or whatever you want to do. But where this thing also excels is if you look at that blade shape. If you've got a log here, this is all flat. You could baton through the log and split your wood using this tool. So they actually have multiple benefits. Besides being a formidable sort of combat weapon, you could actually do quite a bit of work with this thing. No, I'm not trained in the use of fighting with these, but definitely I would not want to run into a guy wielding one of these if I'm just coming at him with a small little knife, because this thing's going to inflict quite a bit of damage if you take a swing at somebody with it. But I see more and more guys are making use of these rather different blades nowadays for the outdoor survival communities. But now this, like I said, knockoff cold steel. Let's take a look at something really cool. In fact, came in this box. This is a genuine K-bar. Let's open it up. Got some nice bubble wrap over here. Comes with this card, which is quite nice. A really decent looking handle on this thing. It says watch out for the sharp edge there, so we'll grab the other side. And there you have the knife. Now this one feels quite a bit more weighty than that cold steel one. It's also quite substantially wider on this portion over here. Again, it would chop quite well. I'm a little bit concerned about this almost somewhat sharpened edge on the top here, but not really sharp, but somewhat sharpened. If you're batoning on here, you're going to split the wood that you're batoning with quite hard. However, here it is quite flat. But again, this would make a great chopping weapon. Just a bit of a size comparison between the two. You can see this one's a bit thinner, longer, this one's a bit heavier, more sturdy, and this one's also a hell of a lot sharper. And of course this is a K-bar. So yeah, definitely a substantial piece of kit. And I look forward to actually testing this thing on a bit of an outdoor trip and seeing how well it holds up against like a machete or whatever the case may be. But yeah guys, if you are looking for some solid blades to carry with you in your outdoor adventures, these are pretty decent, and they'll actually get a lot of the jobs done that you want to get done, such as processing wood, chopping. And again, this one you can actually choke down even further, and you can do fine work with it. You just got to watch you don't get onto that sharp edge. You'll be able to do all sorts of fine work with that. It's definitely not unwieldy heavy, but it's heavy enough that when you get a lower grip on it, you can definitely swing and get some leverage onto your chop as you go into the wood or whatever you're trying to chop through. I wouldn't use this necessarily for processing game. It is a little bit too heavy for that, but all in all, a really great knife. And again, this one was supplied by Cape Union Mart. Thank you for this, guys. It's a great piece of kit, and I'm definitely going to be adding it to my hiking bag as almost as a replacement for a machete on sort of small weekend camping trips, etc., just to see how this guy stacks up and holds up to the abuse of camping, outdoor bushcrafting and that sort of thing. So guys, that's it from this one. And until next time, take care.